streaming to Twitch. Otherwise, this would be very awkward right now. It would be a very awkward situation if we won. There. We're done. Hopefully. Hopefully after the not so successful little bit before that. Would have been nice to clear that wow I have over there. Oops. That's gonna be a funny explanation to have with people. That, this is what you get when you're pressing shit again. You think I would learn, right? Never. But they... I swear to God that they actually learn something would be good. Oh, I am... Yeah. Probably not best timing, be fair. Yes, I do, dude. How have you been, my man? It's been quite a long time. Yes, I do remember. The Shutendoji fan. I know that part. That was not the part I was trying to remember, but I remember the Shutendo, one of the freaking longest time viewers of this. If this ends up like 8 hours, I'll be here after 4:20 when I'm home. We shall see. We'll probably have like a mid half-hour break for lunch. Yeah, I'm an old one. Yes, I know you're an old one. You've been here ages ago. The very high probability is that, well, you haven't been able to watch one of my other streams because of reasons. Either way, good luck with your exams, Raffaello. Hopefully, I'll still be here by that point. You are only missing 24 servers. God damn, that's impressive. What the hell? Well, so, for wondering where the fuck I've been, or what the fuck I've been doing, college. That's part A of what I've been / what I've been doing. And the other bit is, in terms of FGO related, failing to keep the promise I made to myself, which is to save up for fucking Oberon. I didn't even get Milsine. Okay, I stopped myself in time. Positive. Slight positive. I stopped myself just in time. Before I went too far. But... yeah, I couldn't resist. Did not get it. I got Percy, so consolation prize. But yeah, that summer Anna is all I care for. Oh, we don't know if that's summer yet. But yes, 100%. Well, not Anna, but Medusa. But still, yes. Once that comes around on NA at least. Yeah, outside of that,
その代わり、戻ってきたらまた新しい話を聞かせてほしいな。
That's a fair point. Fair enough. Remember, different priorities. It's just my priorities in 2 years' time. Yay. At least I got time until then. Well, outside of that, I did say this is an LB6. LB2. That's long gone. I always forget that little girl is on Yeah. Someone that knows me, Shiro. Basically, Mr. Shiro makes sure to remind me of that on a decent basis. Don't worry about it. Okay. Anyways, let's start the shit show. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here. I am kinda okay. I did not finish it, but I did a good part of part 2 in JP side of things. So, I'm hoping more like, that I can do the same in NA. I have more shit to work with, but at the same time I don't have the broken Melusine for some fights. So that's something. But I have other tools to work with. So... potato, tomato, tomato. We're gonna hope and cope. Also, wish you luck on all your Melusine rolls, or Koyanskaya rolls, or Oberon rolls, or Anastasia rolls in this case, or whatever rolls you all are gonna try and get. You're gonna get. I wish you all luck. Yeah, or whatever luck it can actually offer. Either way, good luck to all of you. Meanwhile, we got, I'm pretty sure this is the recap notes. The reason I'm skipping a bit is I already read this a little bit. I went back just to this, but get it on camera, so to speak. Actually, one second. I need to just check. Okay, it's not showing the thing. Because I'm using something new to see the chat that, like, goes over, like, the game I'm playing that I never used before. So, we'll see. I also really like with Queen Shi Han, I got him in P3, never rolled on him better. How? I wish! I kinda wish. God damn. Okay, that is a GSSR. So you got GSSR Queen Shi Huang 3 times. That's actually impressive. I got Merlin out of one of those GSSR, so I'll take that. I ain't even gonna complain there. Out of my GSSR Merlin. Yay! I actually have Rainbow to work with, which is good. Very good, actually. Sorry if I'm not advancing the story. I am just checking something real quick. Okay, check the thing. We're good. Leonardo da Vinci and Tristan, yada yada yada. They entered the Nameless Woods, forgot all their memories. This is the recap. I technically still remember everything, so I am just gonna skim through this. So I got 2 in the Voyager in one GSSR and the other in another. I wish I could have that kind of luck. Like, I'm pretty sure I never got like three SSRs in one go. I am 100% sure I never have gotten that happen to me. I have 2 SSRs has happened. Not the same one, but 2 SSRs has happened before. In GSSR, specifically GSSR. Never outside of that. Where I'm pretty sure I've gotten... I think I got Mordred and Ozymandias at the same time, one time. Yes. Wait, was it that? It was incredible, so shocking. Yeah, no, I believe you. I can believe you. On one hand, congratulations. On the other hand, god damn it, I wish. I'm not even gonna deny that point. Dial Prophecy was set to be the one who will defeat Morgan. Yeah, yada yada yada. This is all parts that I already read. All good. But yeah, like... Ugh. Well, right now the plan is... Anniversary... Finish LB Part 2, 6 Part 2. Anniversary, get every SQ and ticket and rank up quest I can get. And once Part 3 comes out, and hopefully Koyan Skybender is still up by that point, I get both. I can get Oberon guaranteed, and hopefully, if shit goes very well, also get Koyan Sky of Light. If that doesn't happen, well, shit. I'm shit out of luck. So good, both Miss Crane and Arthur twice in the same poll. Well, separately, but either way. Oh, congrats, you got Miss Crane. Nice. And Arthur, wait. Which Arthur? Proto-Arthur? I'm guessing? Oh. Wait, was that a Proto-Arthur banner? Boy. Yeah. Was there a Proto-Arthur banner when Miss Green was around? I don't actually remember that. Shit, there was. Huh. I actually didn't know there was a Proto-Arthur banner when Miss Green was around. Huh. Okay, fair enough. I ain't gonna complain there. Auction house, rescued Muramasa, met the Kazra drop that I don't trust, Koyanskaya, yada yada yada. Met Gareth and Red Rabbit, or Red Hair, Chaldea Boys Club before Valentine's. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, okay, the Chaldea Boys. Yeah, fair enough. So you got that and Miss Crane. My luck this year has been good, being fair. All things considered. Even though I just didn't get no cine, my luck has been pretty good this year. Half year. Year's not over yet. Still though. Pretty good. I'll show you in a sec what it is. They're talking about what happened in Norwich. About also meeting him. I got a Con 7 Schwanzang. Con 7. Wait, how many times have you... Wait, like a 7th copy of Schwanzang? I didn't even go one! Oh my god. How? 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 That makes no sense! How? Oh my god, she loves me. She loves me. Yeah, I can see that. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Like, I can barely get one copy of a servant. How much more a second? Oh, or in this case, a 7th. Fuck's sake. I have barely gotten, like, the only other, outside of the Shutendoji NP2 I have, GSSR. That's on GSSR if you're wondering. Like, I don't roll for her, it's spooks. Like, outside of that, the only other NP2 5-star I have is Enkidu. And that was a spook. The second time was a spook. The first time was not a spook. The second time it was. Not complaining. Now, do you feel sufficiently caught up? Did I just hear that? Well, there go all the Nemos. Sounds like the train is pretty cuz out there again. I hope Match is okay. She'll be fine. I don't roll for its... Yeah. Oh boy. This water mirror spell Morgan. The guard data enclosed along with the boy. It would seem that... So those articles on sooner were into Calamity Pool, but one of Morgan's spells. So was Morgan like... I guess, like, what was the mirror for? It's like, was she preparing for the Child of Calamity to go there and just wish them out of existence? I guess that was like Morgan's plan, was like for the Child of Prophecy to like deal with the Calamity or something, or get close to dealing with the Calamity and then get rid of both of them with the mirror. Probably that might be what the plan was. Between this water mirror and Rongomenia, it's clear she's a powerful enemy and part of any of the other Lost Belt Kings. Surprise, surprise, she shot a fucking Rongomenia into a completely separate Lost Belt. No, you don't say. I'm afraid I don't know much about Morgan's Lash. Could ask you to fill me in. I don't know her story for bereavement, but if you settle for that, I think you should just tell the bad guy stop and don't do it. Yeah, somehow I feel like that won't work. The British myth. She is the good fairy of the lake. And in the legend of King Arthur, she's depicted as an evil witch bent on destroying him. Morgan was the child of the Duke of Tintagel and Lady Grain, and later became King Arthur's half-sister after her mother married King Uther. So flutter your eyes and say, please. God, bleh. I feel bleh. Why did I do that? Sure. Please. We're sugar with... What is that? With a cherry on top, please? Or something? I don't know. Fuck's sake. I don't know the fucking saying. But despite their family ties, she grew jealous of him and began plotting all sort of weakness to make his life miserable. Some of her more notable misdeeds include stealing the Sacred Source Cabinet and seducing Lancelot. Yep. But the worst thing she did was trick King Arthur into impregnating her with Mordred, who she later sent to join the Round Table. That's a clusterfuck of stuff I just read there. There were a lot of factors leading to the downfall of King Arthur's kingdom. Morgan's definitely the one who tipped it over the edge. Paradoxically, there are also some who believe another side of Morgan was devoted to protecting King Arthur. I really hate the pregnancy stuff. Yeah, there's not much we can do about that. It's like, Always weird. I mean, what do you want to say? In this case, it's like it actually is part of the lore as much as we don't like. Isn't like, bro, the fate doesn't the fate lore a little different? Where like, isn't Mordred technically like a homunculus or something? Not you know, still technically Morgan's child, but like, not actually, you know, due to that, but you know, homunculi thing. On that department, it also begs into question the whole point of if Morgan Le Fay is a chick and Artori is a chick. I know what the reason is. It's because of Merlin, but like, I know that's the excuse they came up with to like, you know, say that King Arthur impregnated Morgan Le Fay, and it led to Mordred technically, because you know Merlin. It's Merlin. And we have a very nice title for him that I don't think I can say on stream. You know, everyone in Fate Media knows that goddamn nickname for him. I'm pretty sure, or at least anyone that follows Fate in some capacity knows his special title. So yeah, one sec. Yes, exactly. Sound like a lust for power ladder to become a femme fatale ruined an entire nation. So what's the Magecraft world's consensus on her? There must be more to her story than what's commonly known. Indeed, there is. I went through a database myself and received our technical advisor for support. There was one bombshell right out of the gate, and it relates to her birth. Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought Morgan was not actually the Duke of Tintagil's daughter, that was only a pretense. He was actually the child of Lady Ingrain and King Uther, the rightful king of Britain. That's even worse when you think about it. Like, if what Fate lore is implying, right? And she is the child of King Uther as well. That means that Artoria and Morgan Le Fay are probably blood related, and that means they. Oh boy, that is. I am gonna stop this line of thinking right now before it's too late. I stop thinking about it. No, historically accurate. Yes, I know, but that still technically means that Mordred is the product of basically inbreeding. Yeah, no, it's still messed up. Yeah. Mommy Le Fay, love you, girl, but god damn it, no. Anyways, Morgan was still never human. Okay, so technically never human here. Instead, she was a Fey child and offspring of the Isle of Britain, just like Vortigern, the cowardly king. Why do you think Saberface is a thing? I know. Look, technically, let's be fair. If fucking Mordred is a product of that, it'd keep it in the family. I'm pretty sure she would not look perfectly like a Saberface. Anyways. But hey, you know, suspension of disbelief for fake lore. Because, you know, we gotta sell waifu bait. But apparently Morgan kept that fact secret and pretended to be merely a normal human child. Still, with King Uther as her father, and in the absence of a rightful heir, she would have been next in line for the throne. But then a rightful heir did appear. Once Artoria, King Arthur, was accepted by the Sacred Sword and unified the Lords of Britain under her leadership, Morgan stopped hiding her mystics, that is, the power of her Fey nature, and started poisoning Camelot every chance she could. She told herself Artoria is nothing more than a human king, made so by other humans. I am Britain's true king, I alone deserve to inherit its mystics. The excavation of hers grew to the point that she eventually came to despise her father, King Uther, her sister Artoria, and every human who refused to obey her. It was a major factor in her decision to try and destroy Britain. Jesus. Why did King Arthur's once noble older sister Morgan become Camelot's greatest enemy in her later years? Apparently that's the answer. Yep, even after she had settled in as Queen of Orkney, she still plotted Camelot's downfall from afar. 4 of the Knights of the Round Table, Gawain, Gaheris, Gareth, and Agravain, were Morgan's children. Oh, Lord Almighty in Christ heaven. Oh, okay, at least hopefully these were with, you know, not... I'm pretty sure they're not with Arthur still, though. Oh my... Jesus Christ. Also, Gareth and Gawain. Aha. Mordred was, well, I don't know if I should say this without them here, but some experts think they were actually homunculus Morgan created. Or maybe a clone of King Arthur. You know, that would make a lot less... That, I mean, it makes no historical sense, obviously, but, like, would make it a lot nicer to the eardrum and not absolutely fucking creepy. Oh, I'm gonna cope / everything else in between that. I'm gonna stick with the homunculus thing. Oh, for the best. But to go like that aside, it sounds pretty clear that she was an enemy of King Arthur. No shit. And a witch who tried to destroy all of Britain. Yep. So what about the supposed side of her that was focused on keeping King Arthur safe? Next question. Okay. There are numerous Arthurian legends, and each of them describes Morgan differently. Not shocking. One claims she was King Arthur's noble sister. Another claims she was the Lady of the Lake. Yet another claims she had been a goddess of Britain since ancient times. When do you think we will get the FGO Fortnite collaboration? Have we not gotten that yet? I thought we did. And funnily enough, this is that one time where I'm actually like, are we sure we did not? Like, Fortnite has had so many collaborations that I'm like kind of like questioning if they ever actually haven't already done that. I'll be fair, I don't actually follow Fortnite news, but like, I thought for a second they actually did. I might be wrong though, being fair. You do know if they do that, it's just gonna be Artoria, Emiya, and possibly Gilgamesh, right? Like, I think they do more mainstream anime. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's probably fair enough. Even anyways, even if they do Fate, they probably will just put like Arthur, like DBZ and My Hero. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Fair enough. I mean, they gotta get the money somehow, I guess. It would be cool to see. I wouldn't deny. I'm still not playing Fortnite, but it would be cool to see. Needless to say, each claim would seem to root the others out of possibility. Common sense would dictate that one of these theories is correct and the others refer to someone else entirely. Fortnite would not want any girls. Don't they have any? Like, I'm pretty sure they have female models in there, so... I have no idea. Given she was born under supernatural circumstances, I surmise that her human side, her fairy side, and the part of her that was Britain's own avatar all existed simultaneously. But as these parts of herself are essentially irreconcilable within a single entity, I suspect each of these aspects became an independent being. One was her human side, Artoria's kind older sister, Morgan. Another was her fairy side, Vivian, the Lady of the Lake. And the third was the avatar of Britain, Morgan Le Fay. If we assume that to be the case, everything makes sense. The Knights of the Round Table, then, did not bring her to justice because she was both evil and good. Now I see. Okay, I'm convinced. But hang on, isn't Vivian another name for Nimue, the fairy who imprisoned Merlin? Yes, it is. Morgan is both King Arthur's rival and Merlin's greatest enemy. Though Merlin was the one who taught Vivian magecraft, her infatuation with him eventually led to her despising him and ultimately sealing him away. To do so, she employed a great battlefield in the form of a sarcophagus spell inscribed with the words, "Only those free of sin may pass." As an incubus, not even Merlin could escape it. Oh, because by nature he is sinful. It was a spell from the Age of Gods known as Garden, which could only be used by the avatar of a mystic. While it's still unclear how much this lost belt Morgan has in common with Morgan from proper human history, it would seem prudent to assume that she has more weapons at her disposal than Rongamini yet alone. We need some Australian servants. We need some Portuguese ones. Yes, and we need some Portuguese servants, but I'm pretty sure I ain't getting one. Like, no, I guess, but I am unaware. One, I am unaware of, like, Australian history. I'd imagine since you are, I think, Australian, pretty sure, like, you wouldn't actually know historical figures in Australia that would be, like, important. Same for me in terms of Portugal, but it's like, yeah, you're more likely for the Portuguese. I haven't seen one. Ned Kelly. Oh, I think I've heard that name before. I'm pretty sure. He was our boy. Portuguese servant, it will probably be like a rider and probably an explorer. Probably Vasco da Gama. That would probably be our best bet to have one, would be Vasco da Gama. And it would pretty much be a rider. The thing is, like, Vasco da Gama is a merchant sailor, so I don't know how they would portray, because there's like no proper like fighting option. It would have to be like a merchant. Steve Irwin's servant, though. Being fair, we also don't know what, like, how far back does a person in history need to be for it to be put into FGO. I'll be fair, I have no idea how old, say, Shonagon is and shit like that, for example. Like, in terms of actual history, how far back she goes. But yeah. So the youngest is Tesla. And that is around like what? 1800s? It's either 1800s or beginning of 1900s, or maybe 1700s even. So Vasco da Gama would be still in there, so it would be a possibility. Don't know about Ned Kelly or Steve Irwin. As I said, I am not aware of time zones. Rasputin is also quite young. Like, that is true. You know what? I should not do this. I should not have done that. No. Okay. I cannot open. You know what? I have my phone first. One sec. This is why we have a phone. Or I have a phone. It's to check this information. 1 second. So, Rasputin. Normal one, not the other one. 1869. So, okay. Rasputin is like 1869 to 1916. So I'm gonna count like date of death probably. So it was like 1990s, but cool guy. That would make him the youngest if he did get released. Tesla. I don't want the corporation. I want Tesla the person. Thank you. Nikola Tesla is... No, it is technically Tesla. Because Tesla technically died in 1943. So, if I go by date of death instead of date of birth, if I go by date of birth, it's Rasputin. If I go by date of death, it's Tesla. So, up to 1943 at least. Sorry about Tesla being fair though, which is still, yeah. No, it was 1800s, 19. That Kelly should get in. Okay, yeah. Vasco da Gama should also get in. Vasco da Gama is even older. Like, Christopher... It's like... Pretty sure it's older than Columbus and shit like that, so yeah. Early 1920s. So, yeah, you have a chance. You definitely... There is a chance. We don't know if they will, but we'll see. Now, it would seem to assume that she has more weapons. I just will never me alone. First it's the Lion King shoes, now it's Morgan and Very Britain. I swear, why are we always getting mixed up with our foreign language? I mean, I can understand it in this case, since we're in Britain now and all, but still. True. I mean, what are we gonna do if Albion shows up next? I don't think even the Stormborn would stand a chance. Please don't. Don't jinx us right now, Mary. That is what the isle known as in Age time came to be called Britain. Well, of course, the name also refers to something else in the Magecraft. There, it refers to the last pure-blooded dragon, Albion. An extinct phantasmal remained on the Isle of Britain even as the Age of Gods came to an end. The creatures we call dragons, they are simply animals who happen to acquire some of the dragon genes left behind by the dragonkind who went to the reverse side of the world. Sorry, I was wrong. 1880s. Oh, even better chances. And end up adopting the dragon's way of life while preserving their own. I wasted 30 quads because tempted to roll. Don't worry, I wasted way more than that. I'm like, I didn't full commit, thankfully, but like, God, I regret it. I am like regretting it because it's dumb. Because it was so dumb, because we're about to get the goddamn GSSR shit, and Melusina's in it. Ugh. Oh boy. Don't worry. I made a worse decision. Don't worry. Ugh. Thankfully didn't full commit. If my calculations are correct, with what I have left, plus what I'm gonna get out of this Lost Belt, I should, hopefully, still be fine. Hopefully. I hope my calculations are correct, because if they're not, oh boy. I just screwed myself over. I hope, pray to God, that I didn't completely fuck myself over. Either way, let's hope. Going Oberon, yeah, exactly. You're skipping Oberon for Anastasia. Yeah, I am not skipping. I'm still trying to decide, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'm still trying to decide if I go for Koyan or not. If I focus, like, the issue is this, right? If I go for Koyanskaya, she has more wide use. Because he likes Anastasia. Yeah, there's no other explanation though. He just likes Anastasia. If I get Koyanskaya, technically more widespread useful. But we get another banner in this next New Year's, and there is literally nothing I care about as much when that comes around. Or I wait for Oberon, or I don't get Oberon. That's an objective opinion. Yep. Or I don't. But then I suffer. But if I get Koyanskaya now, she's more widespread use. But Oberon only comes back like a year and a half later. So, in my opinion, Oberon probably first. And Koyanskaya only if I can even. True Anastasia fan. Yes, he is. Also, hi, Luke. Shadows are. Bleh. I can't say. Fuck. Oh my god. Ah! Why me? Hi. I'll beat the rest of the game with Anastasia in my team. I'll hold you to that, Ludude. Ludude, I will hold you to that. More importantly, it's now 28 days since we began this mission. Thanks to the... Honestly, Anastasia is quite young too. Oh. I'm actually kind of curious. 1 second. Does she have like a last name? Like, if you could tell me, it would be Anastasia Romanov. Thank you. Russia. Okay, she died in 1918. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, a lot of the servants are actually relatively recent. I am finding out there are more recent more like relatively recent history servants than I thought. Good luck with getting her. Also, for everyone that might not know about Anastasia, just so you know that she died before she even got to 18 years old. I just want to leave this out there. She died before she even became 18. Okay? So, yeah. I'll leave that tidbit out there right now. She was assassinated, if you are wondering. But, still. It's a tragedy. Oh boy. True, maybe we should. I was hoping to complete this mission within 30 days, but that's clearly not going to happen. That said, we still don't know exactly when the collapse. Yeah, I think so. Probably. Either way, she was killed very young. Like, very young, compared to a lot of other historical figures. The whole family was killed to start communism. Yee. That is just... Ugh. Well, I am learning some actual proper history today. That I had no idea. Very rough history timeline. Yeah. Fair. This for a lot in the child of Viper is all been inevitable. And Britain was pressuring Russia while Russia was trying to get into warm waters fighting against Ottoman. Ottoman? Oh, the Ottomans. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. That is a name I haven't heard in a while. But damn. Yeah, I'm learning something new today. Then when Lenin took over, they supported Turks and against Britain. Rasputin actually said if he died, the whole family would die, and he was killed in a couple... God damn. Okay, now that we're done with the recap, basically, that was the recap. 1 second, by the way. I'm pretty sure I'm missing the QP, but... Actually, I think I know what I'm getting at the end of this. So,
Yeah.
I was gonna save it, but Mummy LeFay needs her skill ups. Yes, there go my pages. History is sad though. History is filled with like tragedy, being fair. A lot of history is filled with tragedy. Meanwhile, Mummy LeFay needs her skill ups. I did get this. Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
そろそろクエストに戻る？いいよ。
Okay, more story. Guess we don't get to fight yet. Spoiler, you'll get QP exactly. That's why I was kind of like, alright, I think I know what's coming soon. If I'm not wrong, there's 100 million QP incoming. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, Mommy LeFay, you get your QP. I can hear people singing the Child Prophecy song in the streets. I shall speak now of the future, at the end of the Isle of Mystics, which came to be known as Fairyland. Morgan said piss off when I asked her for some. But you know me. If I get one, it's already good. You know me. At the innocent return, here stands the Queen's unnoble castle. It falls, like rain, like ash. It vanishes, like snow, like lies. Our desires languish deferred. Even now, we dance in the palm of the Queen's hand. We require now only a little more patience. After 2,000 years, the dawn shall bring the child who will be our salvation. You thought you would sink into high... I almost did! I swear to God, as I said, today I almost did. But I controlled myself in time, hopefully. Not completely sure if I stopped myself in time. I hope I did. But we'll see. I hope so, at least. Here, fair? There are some bond levels I can make out. Also, did you see the new jail race? Yes! Oh, yes, I did! 28 10 pulls and noise counter. Yee. Man, damn, you might as well have saved like 2 more 10 pulls there. Like, you basically had like guarantee there. Damn. I don't know if that was before guarantee though. If that was before guarantee, my bad. But damn, that is hell. City of Iron, a sea of soot. When the calamity recedes, our pilgrimage begins. Chosen by the staff of selection, the savior, guarded by travelers from afar. But you know what? I'm even more excited than the Jill DeRay new animations? New Medusa, baby! We have a new Medusa! 28 times 30. No. That's more. Don't forget, 28 10 pulls is the equivalent of 28 11 pulls. You need, I think I'm not wrong, it's like you need 30 10 11 pulls to get a guarantee. 30 11s. So that would have been the equivalent of 100 and 840 SQ actually. That would have been 840 SQ. Like, seriously, 60 more SQ and you've gotten... Maybe? It was the principle of the thing, I didn't want him at the point. Ah, okay, fair enough. All good. True King shall arrive at the throne. I thought it was 10 pull because its kind of banner is old. Ah, fair. Be fair, I don't know what banner it was. So, could be, could not be. Except now this bloodied crown. Ring, ring, like raging thunder, like weeping flame. Let us hearken to the 6 bells ringing. Blaze the path of the true king. Here the red calamity catches us. Here the black calamity devours us. I say 10, but you know what I mean, hey. Yeah, I know. Indolent and derelict, we all say 10 pulls. It's like, I don't think... Okay, I'm not gonna say no one does it, but like, a lot of people just say 10 pull, but we all know it's an 11. Like, either way, works. The calculation isn't technically wrong. Never ever wish for anything, but still we desire a shining future. There's no mention of Norwick being destroyed in that song. So why did Oberon say there was nothing anyone could do to stop its destruction? I wonder, does he know more of the song than everyone else? 10 pull just comes out of the mouth better. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's accurate. As a matter of fact, the prophecy actually has 18 verses in total. Most fairies are only familiar with the 14 we just heard, but there are actually 4 more. I knew it! Why didn't you tell us this sooner, Oberon? I just forgot to mention it, okay? I'm sorry! Can we please drop it? I'm guessing you had a reason you could tell us. You can't just blush away from mistakes, you know? You're right, but I don't want to lie either. It's hard on me. Alright, I'll tell you. These are the other 4 verses of the prophecy. At least as I heard them. Verse 8.5. The harbor shall return to empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. Verse 9.5. The round fortress shall burn, and the bell of water shall appear. Verse 9.5. The fast sinner shall make the acquaintance of the guillotine. Verse 12.5. Having fulfilled the role, the child prophet shall say farewell to her home. As you can see, these verses are a lot more ominous. That and the fact that they're not very precise for prophecy might be why they were excited. Case in point, verse 8.5, the harbor shall return to empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. The harbor is obviously Norwick, and the empty shore part must mean the city was going to be wiped off the coast. So I was telling myself to lose Norwick, even if we were able to repel the calamity, but well... You know, I have this, like, relative weird feeling. You should hit Oberon right now. Probably. But I probably should, if I could, I would. Like, slap him right in the face right now. But, like, you wanna know what my prerogative? It's a bit two-sided prerogative. I have 2 theories. This thing he just told us means that the calamity was gonna destroy the port, and the very high chance was that Morgan Le Fay would use the mirror to send the calamity away. Which would make sense for the part where it says, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. But Morgan Le Fay instead, because we didn't destroy the port, was gonna send, I think, Castoria. But because Mash got in the way, Mash is the one that got vanished into the sky thanks to the mirror. So, my main fear, that's the theory I have. That what would have happened if, you know, we didn't beat the calamity itself. was that the part where Morgan Le Fay would have just sent it boop, gone with the mirror. Since now we know that the whole storm above Norwich was actually the mirror. So the hell? Okay, 1 second, because that was way more noise than it should have had. But 1 second, I feel like something is wrong here. Okay, I gotta delete something real quick. Yeah, that's the point. Also, thank you for the sub, dude. Thank you very much. Very appreciated, my man. Also, okay, now what did I just get rid of? Do I? Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the chat. Did I accidentally just get rid of the wrong thing? I swear to God, if I got rid of the wrong thing, I am gonna be pissed off at myself. That's the chat as well. Has to be this, right? God, I ruined the stream. No, you didn't ruin the stream. It's just like the audio was wrong. You know? That's the issue here. Like, the audio was wrong, and that's what is like actually. Okay, so I might just kind of befuddle the audio for the stream real quick for FGO for what I'm about to do, but I have to check this because this is what happens when you mess with shit and then you forget to go back to switch it to how it was. Now, I don't think it should happen again, but in case of, I'm gonna go check. In case. Sorry about this, chat. Like, I would keep going with the story. It's just shit like this has to be dealt with on the minute, hopefully, before there's a chance of a repeat. And there's the FGO having a audio crisis. My bad. I'm sorry. So, okay, I'm gonna do this just because it's really bad. I'm gonna mute the game audio for you guys, at least for now. Just real quick while I test. So you might see now a subscription because I'm just gonna test something. Okay, that's working as it should be now. Okay, I'm gonna believe it's working, and I hope that from now on. They're sorry, you monster. Yeah. Okay, audio's back to normal now that I closed the web browser. Yeah, okay, we're good. It's fine. We're fine. We are perfectly fine. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's weird. Oh, weird. Anyways, back to normal. Now that we... Okay, so that should be working properly now. The only other thing you get tested now is basically if someone did a follow out of nowhere, basically. The whole reason I got Prime is because I'm waiting for Berserk Deluxe Volume 9 to go on special. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Thank you, Unsung Hero Invictus, for the follow. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the stream. And, well, there you go. There's the test. It works. We're good. We're fine. We're good. We're back to normal. Could be. This basically proves that not even Einzel's prophecies are perfect, especially for these 4 verses. Oh, sure. Convenient time to fall. Like, best timing, my man. Just, chef's kiss. Mwah. On that follow. Don't worry about them anymore. Test. Hey! That was not a test. That was actually a proper follow. That was not a test. Here. The other one was a test. Between Artoria, Gareth, Muramasa, and Habetrot, I think you should all be safe without me. Though I hope you don't mind if I go off on my own again. Get back here, you giant fucking fairy! More information gathering? Partially, yes. But I also just really want to give Spriggan his comeuppance. So I thought I'd stay here and work with the Count to knock him down a peg or two dozen until he hits rock bottom. You know, I'm fine with that. Besides, we could have been reunited with Mash just much sooner if he hadn't insisted on keeping the Child of Prophecy in his castle. I honestly want to Goomba stop Abatrot. What the hell did Abatrot do to you? I'm on my question. What did Abatrot do to you? Like, Abatrot has... I feel like she has done... She has done nothing wrong. It may or may not have been a test. Like, a poem is up to interpretation. You know what? Sure, I'll take it. Many things. Fair enough. I will believe you. I make sure you hit him where it really hurts. In the wallet. Well, that would not have been the first thing I would have said to Oberon. But hey, sure. Leave it to me. Bloodshed may not be the Fairy King style, but I can definitely bleed him dry financially. Oh my god, I fucking hope Oberon... I only hope Oberon does not bleed me dry. That is the only thing I hope doesn't happen. Lute versus Avatron has been a feud for centuries. The battle has been raging on for centuries, since time immemorial. Between the Ludes and the Abatrots. God, that sounds so wrong! No! God, no! Lude, dude, why? Why do you make it the name? Why is your name like that? It makes this so wrong! Fuck's sake! I cracked we should blame each other. It was a trap. And I fucking fell right into it! Fuck's sake. Before we leave, there's something I need to let you all know. I could you blame me dry? I believe. Oh, you'd probably. Oh, I believe you'd like that. Anyways, let me guess. Oberon's going off on his own again, right? I had a feeling he might. Damn it. Well, congratulations. It worked. It's funny, but at the same time, fuck's sake. God damn it. Also fair, I didn't believe. Like, you could, even if you were a loot person, like, as long as we all keep it to a minimum, or not to a minimum, but to a reasonable extent, it's fine, okay? I'm pretty sure I have this shit set up for mature audience. I hope I'm set Twitch up for mature audience before I started this whole thing. Please tell me I set this shit up. Okay, one sec. What I get. I think I did. Like, usually is the one that needs the bug. Bullshit! Not another test. No, this is not a test. I'm just checking something. This is different. It ain't a test. Not this time. I'm trying to see if I can find the... Okay, that ain't the way for it. Maybe they got rid of it. I was even trying to do it on my phone. Yeah, it's my PlayStation name as well, so it's funny seeing people's reactions like it's a... Okay, you know what? Screw it. If it's not in mature language, mature people, next time it will be. I mean, are we actually following the channel that's a fan of Jill's? That should spark something. Yeah, you know, out of that part, but I actually can't disagree there. Also, super serious question. What's your favorite Bionicle? My favorite Bionicle? Shit, I have not heard about Bionicle in years. Fuck. I don't know, realistically. Like, I have not watched Bionicle in read, checked, or saw anything Bionicle related in ages. I legit own every single one and my partner hates it, lol. Jesus Christ. Hey man, you're free to have whatever goddamn collection you want. I am not stopping you there. Or anyone else's. Like, I do not know. Like, I have not watched the Bionicle movie, or played the Bionicle game, or had a figure of Bionicle in years. I would not be able to tell you anything at this point. The only Bionicle I remember is that one golden one from, like, the one movie where they last battle is like some kind of weird ball game where they throw a ball with sticks. I think I have the Mask of Light one around somewhere. Yeah, that one. Takanuva, yes. That is the only one I remember. So we're going with that out of... I don't know any other one. Call is the game. Okay. Fair enough. I also have that movie. I'm pretty I know I have that movie. Actually, I wonder if... One second, chat. One sec. Be right back. Not a test. Bionicle stream, not actually a bad idea. So, I could not find the Bionicle movie. I know I have it, it's probably in my bedroom somewhere, but at this point in time, it might even be in storage right now, so I don't know. I'll say, I'll be right back, and then add not a test. Yes! Thank you, yes, it's cute. So, I didn't find the Bionicle movie, but I found this, which... might be a bit weird looking, but this is Princess Mononoke. I forgot I actually had this. I actually have a Ghibli movie for reals in actual CD, which is great. So that was a neat little find while I was trying to look for it's Evangelion. Yeah, shocking. Yep, it's Princess Mononoke. It's actually a Ghibli movie. One of the more well-known ones. I don't have the Spirited Away one, but I knew I had one. And yeah, it was that one. I actually didn't know where it was, but yeah, I found it. Neat. It was a neat little find. Anyways, it makes sense, but you there, the Pink Fairy, Avatron, right? The Bionicle stream, but what Bionicle thing would I even stream, like the movie? I don't think I can legally do that. I've been to the Ghibli Museum. Oh, that's cool. I kinda wish I could. I'm pretty sure, like, I wish I could go to a Ghibli museum. Fucking, I wish I had more of the Ghibli movies. I would actually buy them. It's actually on YouTube for free. Oh. Oh. Hey. In fact, you should probably be more worried about yourself than me, Gareth. I'm the irreplaceable hero every party needs in comment, and I'm probably stronger than you two. God damn it. Cheeky little fuck. Don't worry, Dark. I'm not gonna let you die before you and Mash are reunited. Hey, so what? It's been a while. Hey, everyone's coming along today. Dude, oh no, the White Mage. Yes, do not piss off the White Mage, people. Never piss off your White Mage. So feel free to wade into battle all you like. As long as you don't die, I can patch you up with my magic needle no matter what horrific injuries you sustain. Who the hell are you, Nightingale? Sounds both very close to and very far from Nightingale's preferred treatment. Yeah, exactly. Methods. Nightingale, now that's a nice fairy name. So you already know a nurse as cute as me, huh? I mean, cuter? Probably. Scary as hell? Yes! Whatever. Quiet, everyone. Here comes the Queen's troops from the main gate. Oh boy. Oh no. I apologize for a 10-minute delay. Oh, the dog's here. I am Tamlin Gawain, and there is our 30 members of the First Royal Knight Moor's Extermination Brigade. We are the ones who will be providing you, honored guests of Camelot, with safe passage. Thank you for your help. We would appreciate your cooperation as well. Being aware that you are being escorted can make life much easier for the soldiers escorting you, after all. We have ready the carriage for the Child of Prophecy and the Foreign Mage. I wish it was Fairy Knight Gawain and sounds better. The female dog is here indeed. Yes, she is. It sounds better, but I remember I saw one video on what Tamlin actually means. And it's actually fitting. It doesn't sound as good, but weirdly enough, it's actually fitting for what they actually are, in a weird way. I don't remember what that video is, but just go on YouTube and research, like, a bit of it. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a video why it explains why they are called Tamlins. And it's actually fitting, which is impressive. You returners, you need to walk. I trust that is all right. You. Would sound better, Emo. Gamlin's. Oh, yeah, if they reversed it, it would probably be better, though. Lancelot Tamlin or Tristan Tamlin as well. You're that scoundrel who tried to assassinate the Eye Queen. How are you still alive? I saw you fall into the pit. Oh, that? Yeah, Lancelot ended me my ass and tossed me right into the pit. Fuck. But unfortunately for you, I managed to survive, and now I'm the Child of Prophecy's bodyguard. Next time you see Lancelot, tell her not to take her eyes off a servant until their spirit origin's completely gone. Haha. Oh, someone's pissed. What should we do, Lady Gawain? Are we really okay letting this man back into Camelot? What if he tries to assassinate the Queen again? It's alright. If he does, we won't have the element of surprise anymore. I can take him myself. Especially now that the Queen has assured me not to worry if combat damage. Jazor destroys the castle. Oh great, so you just let the literal dog loose. The chain's off. Okay, great. Thanks, Morgan. Yeah, hey, that's great. You barely fit in the place anyways. I'll help you move around better. Jesus, next time we fight, I'd rather just be a head-to-head without either of us holding anything back. I guess the Child of Prophecy has something of an eye for talent, after all. However, much rather return suggests otherwise. Hey! Fine. You there. Make room in one of the cars for our guests. Servants can ride with the Foreign Mage. Bringing those two as our guests, at least until we reach the castle, will help us all move faster. Yep. Yes, my lady, right away. We'll be taking the western road to Camelot and spend one night at Oxford along the way. We'll then take a detour around the pit towards Camelot. For the next 2 days, our fates shall be intertwined. We will not turn our swords on each other, regardless of what may happen. Do you agree to that, Foreign Mage? Of course. I want to go away and fight Abatrot, no weapons, barehanded. I'm pretty sure Abatrot ain't winning that, Chief. I'm pretty sure Abatrot... You just want to see Abatrot just get pummeled to death, don't you? I just thought about this, but like, seriously, man. She's your hate part of the... She's the white mage of our party. You don't fuck with the white mage. Good, then let us be off. Soldiers, do not let your guard down simply because this is an escort. Climate instructions led to Morse toxin spreading far and wide across Britain. Eliminate any Moors you come across immediately upon discovery. I want to hear even a peep of discovery from our guests. You know, when I first heard about fairy knights mentioned years back, I thought fairy knights sounded weird and too cute for killers like them. Yeah! No, I'm not sure what sounds better. Frieza fucks with the white mage. Okay, but that's Frieza. Okay. Frieza's special case. He doesn't care about anyone. Yeah? Outside of maybe himself. But hey. You know, that's like a special case. Not sure what sounds better. Tumbling or... I guess it depends on how you think about it. Like, tumbling is a little weird sounding. I'm getting more used to it, but it's like, yeah, it's still a bit weird. Like, after, you know, calling them as fairy knights for 2 years straight. So, yeah, it's a bit weird. Well, I say this, but I just call them by their actual names, so... And it's, in my opinion, it's easier. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I say. We can just call it by their actual... I'm pretty sure... Okay, just before we start calling them their actual names. Everyone here knows their actual names, right? Gonna let that out there immediately. Sound cute instead of menacing, but at least Tamlin sounds Welsh or fairy-like. That is true. That is actually true. Okay, I'm gonna consider that if you say nothing that you know about their other names. Okay, good. Anyways. Miss Barghest and company. Let's go. Barghest, Melusine, Balbatsev. DP spoilers years ago, I believe. Yeah, exactly. So it should be fine. Fuck. Anyways, we've Barghest, Melusine, and Balbatsev. By the way, Dark, are you really ready for this? To meet the queen, you mean? Well, yeah, what else? Oh man, you're not ruffled at all, are you? I bet we've been through lots of meetings like this, huh? I mean, between meeting Ivan the Terrible, Scotty, God Juna in fucking person, and Queen Shi Huang, plus adding to that possibly the addition of Zeus, Demeter, and Aphrodite. Yeah, I think we're fine on the personal meetings by now. All really scary people. We could even add Goetia to that list at this point, so yeah. It's not that Artoria. Dark is just as nervous as you are. He's just had enough experience in situations like this to understand the value of staying calm. Way too many times. I just need to keep orders too, and watch out for the servants after all. So, while Dark might not be able to fight on the front line himself, he's very good at keeping cool under pressure. What allowed lost belt 6.5. Okay. 5.5. Ibuki Doji. Yeah, not the other one. Sorry, but I'm gonna say this. That fight, Ashidoman fight, was a joke. In my opinion. Okay. Ibuki was scary as shit. Ashidoman, kind of a joke. Fuck it. If you want my 2 cents, the actual hardest battles there were Ibuki no shit. The Ibuki fight was fucking pain. And the other one was the Watanabe no Tsuna fight with Medea Lily. Fuck, that bullshit did not take damage. Turned into a Saturday cartoon villain. The most shitty fight is the Tsuna fight. You don't... Yeah, because you know, you don't do damage. Fuck off. Being fair, I could have been a bit smarter and used Sherlock Holmes to give myself ignore defense. But still, fuck off of that battle. By the way, I am complaining about that battle, but I know about one battle that's coming in the future Not in this part, but in another part in the future. I know there's gonna be another battle, and it's much worse than this one. I use the command code. Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. Pretty sure I used the command seals for that, so... Yeah, somehow I did not use command seals for Ibuki Doji, but I used them for Watanabe no Tsuna. Look, it's a look, I will use them if I can. If I have to, I will. I don't care. Command seals are there to be used. That future battle... Oh yeah, that future battle, I'll share my accidentally burn my Enkidu. No, Enkidu! Why? He's gonna serve me well for that. They are a feature. Exactly. Nothing but... No, nothing but Gawain would surprise me to make me respect her. Oh, so you know her actual name. I still don't own an Enkidu. I believe you'll get them eventually. I mean, he is free. Oh. Eventually. That said, I guess this means Morgan's not the only fairy to have dispelled the calamity then. Guess this means I'm even less special than I thought. Oh man, now I'm even more nervous. Oh crap, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you even more nervous. Hey, from what I heard, the Carapilla War wasn't all that big of a calamity. I mean, the one at Norwich was a once-in-a-millennium great calamity, so it had to be smaller than that. Don't forget, we saved an entire city. You have every right to be proud of that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Masha and Dark might have done most of the heavy lifting. No, you... Actually, no, you don't. We don't get to use her during that fix. So no, technically, yes, you're correct. What the fuck were those gongs? What the fuck, am I in the Chinese Lost Belt now? LB3 are back in LB3 again. More smoke spotted nearby, coming from 3, 7, and 11 o'clock. Lightning soldiers, prepare your buster codes. Guards, get your formations. Biggest threat in existence. Okay. Gong has evolved, oh boy. Also, ha! Yeah, that is true. That was hilarious. Being fair, if that Attila was the Attila that we get in Umbral Star, then it would make more sense. Because the technicality is that one is, okay, fuck it. By this point, if you haven't played Umbral Star, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna spoil your shit. Technically, Attila / Altera in Umbral Star is also the White Titan, or Sephar. Basically the shit that could have basically destroyed, that kinda could have destroyed humanity way back in the day, if not for Excalibur. And I don't mean Arthur Pendragon, I mean Excalibur. Also, kind of the plot here is supposedly that... I don't know, but either way, you get the point. If it was that one, then it would have been scary. Okay, what the fuck am I fighting? That's the real question now. Because I don't remember. Formation limited. 2 set NPC servant. Lancer and Berserker. Oh. But damn. Jesus, people, come. God damn. The Altera costume looks similar to the Adelim from Moonsalimo. I mean, that's the point. That's the point. Because they're technically the same, but still, technically. The keyword. You got me on your friend list. Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure you're still somewhere around here. It's just like, with the ridiculous amount of people I got in here, it's like, good luck. Like, finding sometimes. That and the Game Master actually give me the people. Oh yeah, all the cast stories are not appearing because they're restricted. Right. So if you only have cast story in your thing, then yeah, I'm sorry, it's gonna be down there. Okay, how do I want to go about doing this shit show? I don't even know how many waves this is, but... Let me think, how do I want to do this? We got one Castoria, which is the NPC one, with probably skill level 8. Fuck me, I guess. Well, I want a saber, obviously. Well, thank you. I know that much. Do you think that alter costume could be teasing a future alter the Han story crossover in FGO? I'll be fair. Possibility is that they will probably like, if they do that, it's like gonna be, an actual Fate Extra possible crossover. There's already been hinted of a possibility of that happening. So there's a chance. Okay, so do I want to go about using that? Maybe. You're going back there. Now. Where's the waiver? 90 ball points. I don't know how many waves it is, though. Ringy Buki Doji, don't have her. No can do. Mordred, I guess. Sick. Yeah, I honestly wish we got to fight until I needed a Rumble Rumble, because it would have been... What? Yeah. No, I don't! I do not have Ibuki Doji. Look, man, do you think I have that much of good luck? Jesus Christ, give me a break. You think I have that much good luck? I don't. My luck is usually shit. Not that good. Does Bargas have a charge? Does Bargas have charge whatsoever, out of curiosity? I don't know. Because I don't remember. He does? How much? If you could tell me, because I cannot check. That's why I'm like, is it 20% or 30%? 20. 20%, that sucks. Not much, yeah, so 20. She is 10 and 10 there, so. Well, either I'm kinda. There is one more thing I can do. There is one servant I can use. Harry, where is he? Ah, there it is. Okay. Kind of a bit of a risk because I don't know what I'm dealing with, but hopefully it works to my advantage. Berserker would have worked, but like, we'll see. I don't know how many waves there are, so I'm hoping the first wave is like Berserkers and not a lot of Noah Lancers. Again, I do not know how many waves there are, so in case you don't know, go buy free. Why didn't you use Oberon? What Oberon? It's NA server. What Oberon? NA server hasn't gotten him yet. Okay. Like, god damn it. Actually, I should probably have grabbed. Oh well. Oh! Thanks, Bargast? I guess? Thank you. The part where I don't exactly know. It still has it. Yeah. You lied to me. You lied to me, she doesn't. I'm gonna give this spear. I'm saving yours for last. Maybe I should have done it in reverse. I think I don't know how long. How long does a buster up last? 3 turns. Oh, that's how it works. If we had Oberon right now, that would be looping with this Melusine and double Oberon. If I had gotten Melusine, maybe. Yes, I would. Okay. Yep, we're doing it just fine. I should have given the buff over there, but oh well. Too late now. Favorite thing is to post this information. Thanks! Go. It's dead. I know, at least I know Barghest and P is AoE. That bit I know for a fact. Huh, yeah, I should have given the buster up to Barghest. I mean, there's a guaranteed crit there. I have to take the guaranteed crit. Let's see the Barghest NP.
この剣は法の立証。あらゆる不正を正す地熱の城壁。ひざまずけ。ブラックドッグガラキー
Night of Rebellion, your rebellious face versus Mama Morgan, huh? Oh, come on! Oh.
捕虜は取らないのか。そうか。楽しみにしてい
Game,
たの
don't
だ。
bullshit me, please. How popular is Barghest? By what I've understood, very freaking popular. I don't know if it's Morgan popular, but wait, using Barghest here is thing is just meant to be escorting as Morgan. Yes, exactly. I mean, I might as well use it. Like, hey, free AoE server NP5 10 10 10. Level 90. So I'm like, fuck yeah. 10 large mores to contend with. No more are still coming. We can't handle this many. Those of you who want Iron Rampant stand back, do not engage. Lure them to one spot so I can burn them all at once. We're trying to, but these mores aren't failing for the decoy. It's almost like they're about for something else this time. They're after the Child of Prophecy. Yep. Well. Thanks, Ramasa. Always the good guy, helping out the poor, our poor weaker servants. He's technically really ridiculously strong when you think about it, people. Not when you think about it, he is ridiculously strong. So, yeah. Either way, what else? Oh no, Rama's death by Snoosu. Sake. God damn it. Don't expect me, we're all fighting the same battle here. Now, what are you gonna do about this? Any seasoned general you ought to know when it's time to retreat? I hate to admit it, but he's right. I could either abandon the cards and have my soldiers retreat, or I could have the guests go on ahead. No, I have a tablet. Retreating from wars is not an option. But I refuse to consider any one spot, so they're clearly being wary of my Galatine. They just destroyed the rearmost card. What do we do, Abby Cat? Oh man, what good's having a tab laying around if we still have to fight ourselves? She sucks at this. Why would you keep up mass amounts of literally unrivaled fire approach someone's already crapped at holding back? Oh well, what's done is done. No use complaining about it now. We're not much like fighting, but walking all the way to Camelot would be worse. Come on, Gareth. Let's go take out the little more sacrifice every try and run. God, Jesus Christ. Let's go take out the Mars and leave the big ones to the tablet. Okay, I'll do my best. I got more used to fighting more, so... Oh, Abby Cat? Where are you seeing this blue streak of light? It's heading straight for us from Camelot. Oh boy. That's the same light I saw in Sheffield. Retreat, keep the carriage on first guard, and abandon the rest. Hurry, lightning soldiers defend the guests, royal guard, retrieve the luggage from the art cards. The more is occupied until... Oh. Boom. Ah, the character that decided to say screw me, basically. I didn't ask for your help. I don't think you need my help either, but the High Wing commanded me to come. Hostiles detected. Eliminating. Stand back, Gawain. Taking out individual targets is my area. Well, I feel like the Moors are about to get murdered. Yep. Any Moors there is probably dead. There's Melusine. Pretty sure on that one. Need to check the hour right now. Fine. Oh, okay. Oh, literally. Okay. Can I... Okay, just in case, I'm gonna use this, because I don't know what... If I can use Mystic Codes on this. But it's always better to use that. I do not get to use the third skill. Oh, so I don't get to just press the button that says, okay, full charge, AoE let's go. None of that bullshit, I guess. I do get this, okay. Might as well just do it now. No voice lines, well, interesting. Well, innocent on night time. Get rid of the bigger one first. Oh my god. Am I just gonna get this every turn? Oh lord. Ow. I'm sorry, but ow. Usually I would have done the arts there, but I feel like I might kill. No voice lines. Is this their attempt at hiding spoilers? Probably. This is just a trial rest. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. They're doing something here, I guess. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure I heard that we want an encore of Arendite. Okay, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see if he'd even use the fire. No more Arendite. Enough Arendite for a day. Dead. Oh, she's just moving out. She's like a fire-plated fairy form. Yeah, agreed. All Moors have been destroyed. Brilliant work, Lady Lancelot. This is what they mean when they call you the undefeated dragon fairy. The most beautiful Tamlin in all of Britain. I still can't believe you took out so many of those large Moors so easily. I mean, if you knew what she was, you there. Eliminated the Moors just like the High Queen told me to. I'll let you handle the escort from here, Gawain. What a simp. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Or is it like with Enkidu and Belmont where they teamed up with us just to show how super strong they were compared to us? I don't think I don't know. I'm not sure. We shall see when we get there. We need to listen from Morgan Le Fay, I guess. As if you were even capable of ending an escort mission. Don't just stand there, you fools. I picked the record card. This is the best you lot can do on the first day of this mission. I shudder to think of how you'll fare in the days ahead. And you can forget about resting in Oxford. I'm going to report from each and every one of you later on this situation could have been prevented. Yes, my lord. The deepest apologies, Lady Gawain. Pathetic. I would have thought all of you together would be able to defeat at least one or two of the large Moors. I suppose this just goes to show how overly reliant you've become of us Tamlin. Seems I'll need to start re-educating the fairy soldiers like I'm doing with the Yeats. About that. Oh, my apologies. I appreciate your help. Sorry again. I never did ask your name. I wasn't authorized to do so. Well, now that you have aided us in the dangerous predicament, that is no excuse. So, I am Gawain. What is your name for me? I'm Dark. Well met, Dark. I appreciate your hostility, obvious hostility towards me. You've got spirit. I like that, since we'll be enemies later. Alright, let's get this escort back on track. You know which way the wind is blowing. At night, we put in a nice inn at Oxford. I can't believe we're camping out again. Alright, we can't have nice accommodation, at least we can still have nice food. Sorry we don't have enough to share with the royal guards, but I say we have the cakes the count gave us now. Oh, it looks like mine's called a cheesecake. You're called on, Artoria. Mine says Swiss roll. I am very envious right now. Fucking cheesecake and Swiss rolls. So thoughtful of the count. You proper humanists, we are so considerate. God, I want... God damn it! Why? Fucking cheesecake! Damn it. I want some cheesecake now, fuck's sake. Sweet yam yokon. What the hell did he manage to make this here? How the hell did he manage to make this here? I don't even know what that is. Some tea would go real nice with this. I think I'll go down to the river and fetch some water. I know, right? This is evil. A fucking chiffon cake! Come on! Ah. Why? Damn it, game, you're evil! But it sounds like cheesecake's the one kind that never caught on. I wonder why. Does make me a little thirsty though. Munch munch. Because a big shot up north absolutely despises cheesecake. He always says cheese has no place in dessert and it has to be chocolate or nothing. Though, of course, for fairies from the south like me, chocolate is such a luxury, I don't even know what it tastes like. It costs so many more pounds that low-level fairies can basically never afford it. What is it, Dark? I'm gonna go make a little peace offering. Everyone's like, what? Are you insane? I don't usually care for sweets. If I'm going to eat something, I'd rather have meat. So no, I won't accept it. But I can see you have something to discuss. Go on then, have a seat. You want to talk to me about Lancelot, right? Very well then, ask me anything you wish to. Actually, I wanted to ask about you. I see, you're trying to figure out my true name. Pointless, but I can at least respect your willingness to try in when you can. Come to think of it, I still haven't probably thanked you for your help earlier today, have I? Come, sit, if you wish. To talk, I can indulge you for a short while. I manifested in Britain 400 years ago. Was meant to be the next generation, the successor of an upper-class Fang clan fairy in Norway. Except that I didn't look anything like my predecessor. Even though I'm a Fang clan fairy, I was born resembling a Wind clan one. No, if anything, I look like a human. Some swear I may be a changeling, others said I was a curse from the battle against the Moors that took place 600 years ago. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know the truth, and I don't care either. I earned the honor of becoming a Tamlin when I ended the Caterpillar War. Up until that point, the title of Tamlin has been sealed away for all 1800 years of the High Queen's reign. In case you don't know, the Tamlin title originally belonged to the retainers of Aesk, who was said to be Britain's savior in the Fey era. The first Tamlin was called... I'm sorry, I actually can't remember their name. At any rate, they met their end in Orkney. After that, the Queen forbade the naming of more Tamlin. But she decided to revoke her own seal to exterminate the endless spawning caterpillars. Thus, I was gifted the name of Sir Gawain, which is said to be the name of a knight of the Round Table of a foreign land, and gained the means to strengthen my hold. My Galatine, I believe you call it a noble fantasy. While I'm confident it is every bit equal of Sir Gawain's original, I'm just as confident I can't hold a candle to the real Sir Gawain, the Knight of the Round Table from proper human history. You could say that again, Jesus. But never mind, I shouldn't be talking about the round table. I'm told it's creepy when I do so for some reason. Let's see, what else we could talk about? I know, let's talk about the war against the Moors. This war took place a millennium ago, along with one of the great calamities during the 1000th year of the era of the High Queen. I really just want to say High King every time, god damn it. It was a time when the Moors had a king and an army, and waged war against the High Queen and 5 of the 6 clans. Apparently this king was something of an odd duck. He never attacked fairies or killed humans. All he cared for was fire and lightning. He would gleefully destroy anything, and then only for the joy of watching them burn. He reduced cities and forests to cinders, raised the ground before him, and summoned rain clouds just to hear their thunder. Some fairies called him the Storm King, at least until the High Queen forbade anyone from speaking that day. The war against the Moors King lasted for decades, until finally the Fan clan brought it to an end. Woodvos fuck it, we'll go with that. Woodvos. I don't know if the W is silent, like, is it supposed to be like a V, or is it silent? Like, do I call him Woodvos, or do I just call him Woodhose? What did I just call? You know what? I'm gonna stick with Woodhose. I don't know why. I'm just gonna stick with Woodhose. I might be butchering that name completely, but Woodhose sounds fine to me. Fairy who had recently succeeded the previous head of the Fang clan at the time was the one who dealt the final blow. And so the great calamity, the king of the Moors who feasted on magical energy, was defeated before the Fang clan. However, it's said that with his dying breath, the king cast a curse upon the Fang clan. What kind of curse? The fairy-eating black dogs. It was only after the king of the Moors vanished that the black dogs began to roam fairy Britain. However, they also eat Moors, so they're not just harmful. There are even some squads who train black dogs and use them in Moors hunt. Mine is one of them, in fact. Have you ever heard the epithet, the Black Dog Duchess? It refers to me. Even now that I've become a Tamlin, I'm still called the Black Dog. I don't blame them though. After all, I eat everything, including fairies and humans. Huh? Oh boy. Oh, now you're scared of me. So you had no idea you were trying to get information out of a woman feared throughout fairy Britain as a monster. Well, worry not. I would never eat you. I only consume the strong. I'm unusual for a fairy. What I eat makes me stronger. In fact, I can inherit any unusual powers or abilities the fairies I eat may possess, though with limits on capacity and compatibility. And right now, I'm still full on Foulweather, the great Earth Clan fairy. I needed a sacrament for the Caterpillar War. It was crucial. But he had holed up in his fortress in Cornwall and refused to come out. So I challenged him to duel, defeated him, and devoured him. Damn! Alright, I think that's enough time spent relaxing after dinner. Go back to your camp now. I thought you'd be more the strongest out of but I'm glad I was wrong. He's talking of humans. In fact, my current husband is human. Really? Wait, she has a husband? Well, I say he's my husband. He's neither a romantic partner nor a future meal. He's just a guy I'm putting up in my mansion until he recuperates. Still, you do remind me of him. In both your lack of fear and your innocent curiosity. Alright, back to your camp now. My soldier and I will take turns keeping watch. Don't stay up too late. We'll be setting out early tomorrow. I think I start to see kinda the fetish people have for Barghestes. I have the feeling they want to be devoured a bit, to say the least, probably. Just a little bit. They might have a bit of a fetish there. Being fair, I'm not too much of a bar guest, like, thing into that, but still, like, I'm starting to see the fetish. Forgive us, no more prayers, close your eyes. There's not much fun time left, the veil has fallen, extinguish the light. Today is ending, farewell. This day too will end forever. Forgive us our sins. It's too late to do anything now, but make sure everything is cleaned up. This again. That song again, yeah, exactly. Damn. I sure like that song. There probably is a bit more meaning to the song than just, you know, what we hear there. But we just don't have the context for it, probably. Not quite yet. But by the way, the only thing I could partake is that fairies have sinned in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't seem to be a small one if they keep, like, doing this I'm sorry, yada 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 thing. On the next... Hey, Amorphous, welcome to the stream. Been a while. Yeah, LB Part 2. Sick. LB6 FP2 is up. With Melusini attached. Banner. But yeah. Hope you, wish you good luck with your Melusini pulls if you're gonna try for her. 2 days after leaving Norwick, day 30 in Fairy Britain. We're through the story little by little. We're still at the beginning. That's Fairy Britain's Camelot. I've never seen from the other side of the pit before. It's definitely impressive, isn't it? That part we were seeing from Oxford must have only been the back of the castle. I thought it looked more like a wall than a castle, but now it looks more properly royal. It's got one urban area around the main gate and another one inside the ramparts. I'm guessing that's to separate the general populace from the upper crust? Don't let the gate fool you. This side facing the pit is actually the castle's front. Really? So that big passage gate is actually the back gate? Oh no, yeah, that's the main gate. Sorry for confusing you, Gareth. There's no way into the castle from the pit. You gotta go through the gate to get inside. What about fairies who can fly? Couldn't they just zip inside? Nah, it ain't that simple. There's a magecraft barrier around the front of the castle, the side facing the pit. If you ever fall in there yourself, you see there's a ton of gun ports all along Camelot's wall. Jesus. And you don't usually put cannons behind a castle, right? So we can be pretty sure the side facing the pit's the front. So if Morgan's not worried about attack from the main gate, then she's worried about whatever the... I guess she is more worried, not so much about for someone coming in through the main gate. She's worried about whatever the fuck is inside that pit. I guess. My guess, at least, is if there might be something in that pit, and whatever the fuck is in there is probably the thing she is actually worried about. Congrats, man! Oh, congrats. Glad you got your Percy's. I got one copy of Percy as well, so at least I didn't completely come out empty-handed. Out of my bad decisions, because it was a bad decision, but still. Dark. Wayne's glare at something up north. Whatever it is, she's obviously upset about it. You're friends now, right? Go on, ask her what it is. Oh, okay. Really being insistent about this. What is it, Dark? Are you suddenly having second thoughts about entering Camelot? It's not that. It's not that. You're wondering what's got me so upset. Did you see for yourself? Tex Knocknarea's army up north. Knocknarea? I am... Okay, I saw another name that's easier to pronounce, so I'm just calling her Knocknarea because... No. Where? I don't see her anywhere. Oh, right. You're too short, aren't you? What a shame. Ouch. Well, no matter, it's none of your concern anyway. Are you kidding? Of course it is. Come on, Art. Let me sit on your shoulders. Fair beer is here now, so you'll have to do. Wait, what? Well, there, hang on. Before you go all that trouble, how about using one of my handy-dandy gadgets first? Here, spyglass. This will let you see at least as far as Gawain can. Now, take a look at those planes up north and you'll see some really intense glares pointed this way. Oh wow, I can see super far with this. Thanks, Da Vinci. Right, turning the dial on the side. I've set to 5 kilometers right now. But if you crank it up to 4 knots, you could set it to 20 kilometers. There, see them? There's a ton of fairies gathered in those plains. That must be the northern army of that other queen we've been hearing so much about. Nocnareo of the King clan. That's her army? It's not just Fang and Earth clan fairies. There are also lots of soldiers with masks. Are those giants? There are giants there! That's right. Nocnareo's rule bestows powers and wealth upon any who swear fealty to her. It's the opposite of Gloucester and Murian. However, that effect only works when Nocnarea herself is nearby. I see, so if she wants her troops to be effective, she can't be far from them. That's quite the double-edged sword. So it's like a case of like, I make everyone around me more powerful, but the issue is like, you have to be in the fray of things. That is... The question is like, is she still like extremely... Does that mean like... Okay, so she makes other people stronger. But is she herself still strong? That's the real question here. I'm not actually sure. A bit of a weird one. Oh well, who knows. Go on, Dark. Try looking a little farther ahead. See that huge carriage? The one that kind of looks like a small fortress? There's a fairy staying on top of it, looking down at us from up there. Even though this is your first time seeing her, I think you'll agree that there's no mistaking who this Northern Queen is. Let me see. Oh my god, she thick! Alright. God damn, that's thick. Oh, god damn it. God damn it! God damn it! God fucking god damn it! No! Right, I forgot. He's in this. Kinda, I guess. Fuck! Fucking Maeve. You mean there's a fairy like her in your world too? Wait, why is she staring at you instead of me? You do something to upset her, Dark. 30 kilometers away or not, I can't believe she borrowed troops all the way out here. This is obviously a hostile take towards Queen Morgan. Dr. Ray and her forces are still just waiting within her territory. She claims she's only running military exercises in preparation for the Great Calamity. 10 days ago, she was conducting those exercises 40 kilometers away. Now that she has all this road, she's close to this and come further down south. She must have 20, no, 40,000 troops there. That's not just a threat, it's preparation for all war. Also, god damn it. Can't escape this woman. Also, I'm taking a break on my throat because I am getting a little tired of my throat. So, I'm just gonna read in silence for a bit, sorry. This is starting to hurt. I can only go so far with, like, breathing. Ugh. Oh. Won't be sending her further. Whatever. Oh boy, here we. Jesus, those buildings look kind of pale. Like, you know, like compared to like the Camelot castle you saw back in Singularity 6, it's like, well, that was like pure white. This is like this weird shade of like dark gray that like just kind of just fills me with a bit of like slight dread. Only upper class fares lever, the menu is like nowhere else in the room. Command spell. I've heard stories about it, but this is way beyond what I was expecting. Yeah, I can see. We're not gonna raise army out there. It has to be way beneath your nose. Take Morgan on now. Someone would have to be crazy to do it. Guess Bogart must have set foot here before if he had. Yeah, and he never have fought well. Again, it was up against and decided to press on anyway. Poor Bogart. I still feel bad for Bogart's death during the first part. He was actually an NPC I was quite interested in, and it was actually really interesting to see as it, like, his development for it. Kinda sad he's dead though. They pass in Old English. But I also noticed I've been painted over red with someone, like someone didn't agree. Huh. Good to know everyone is so cordial in this goddamn Lost Belt about shit, even though we're technically enemies. Let's go, Artoria. Oh boy. Another arrow bites the dust. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of reading, isn't it? Oh boy, we're not even done. We are not close to done. There's a shop thing here, what the hell?
いらっしゃいマスターくん。
Oh,
カ
it's
タロ
alright,
グは
it's
こっ
not
ち
fun.
だよ。
Pretty sure I read
マナ
that.
プリズムと交換？まだ見ていく？
Sorry about that. There we go. I regret. Well, too late now. Going. Well, that's an animation I haven't seen. Oh, well, directly to the front room, I guess. Oh boy. Hello. Hey, Mommy LaFay. Hello. How you been? Mommy LaFay. Barrel guts. It really is here in Camelot. Yep. Oh boy. I so want you once you get your comeuppance, you piece of shit. I swear to God, you better get your comeuppance in this lost belt. Still, you did well in the calamity. Ooh. Okay. You ask UP, which are derived by the magical elements and particles, correct? But just 100 million of these should suffice. Take them. I will gladly take that. Yep, that sounds about right. What is it you want? Oh yeah, because technically Atlantis and Olympus are the same lost belt. Technically. Pelea's goals resolve the nature of phenomena. The cosmic collapse. We need to know what causes this collapse or it will actually happen. But if it isn't stopped, it'll spread across all of Britain and ultimately destroy the entire planet. That's why I called it came to Fair Britain. We need to investigate the collapse and prevent it from ever happening. Now that Trio Emptiness is gone, we have no quarrel with this lost belt. Our goal is to stop the world's collapse. That's all. I see, so you say you have to come here not to conquer our world, but to save it. Is that all? We also want the divine corruption we could use against the foreigner god. That's right, we're hoping to acquire the sacred items from Rongominiat and grab a powerful spell he cast at Olympus. We would like you to provide us with either a mystic code that lets us use that spell ourselves, or the magecraft theory we can use to recreate it. And nobody else knows jack squid of what we're talking about. Surprise! How can they be so reckless making the man of the High Queen of all people? When you say you have come to save Britain, when your proper human history will come to a miserable end. Wait, what? She's hostile to us. Fair Britain shall always be reborn, even shall all Britain burn. Jesus Christ, she's going in on the heavy shit right now. It's kind of impressive. You know that we're getting very much heavily warned right now. Not your citizens. Yes, I offer there is no salvation. I'll just win my land, nothing more. only chosen fairy can sit on this throne. You are neither like other fairies, nor that foreign mage you have been chosen. You are neither a rebel nor an invader. You are the self-selection chosen wielder. By accepting my invitation, you have proven yourself a true child of prophecy. You and you alone have the right to bring me to justice. Fairies sent from paradise. And should you fill the oceans with the blood you shed in battle against me, you would be innocent of sin. If you wish to save Britain, you must defeat me and claim the throne for yourself. Go then, prove that absurd prophecy if you can. You should know better than anyone that you have no choice. Anyway, it would seem our discussion has concluded. Please we now understand each other. I know, right? What's... Fuck. Screw you. Fudge. Oh! Huh! Yes! Fuck yes! She's already in my good list. Yay. The moment we ring a bell is the moment that she declares war. Well, shit. Oh, come on! Oh, interesting. Not even Morgan will fit in armor? Huh. Where the fuck did she put her? I guess the mirror can take you wherever you want, but like... Where did she put her then? Oh my god. Well, made it back outside the castle safely. She basically just told us we're enemies, and basically, yeah. We were just told, you ring the bells, you fucked. Wait, what? Remember that distinct magical energy nearby? It was very similar to Blind Kings in the sixth singularity. That Morgan has Rongominian on hand in weaponized form. Oh boy. What? 10 Rongominiats? Fuck's sake. How? Well, I guess we gotta kick her ass to get a Rongominiat. Great. Could we just summon Artoria Lancer or something? Actually, we just summon... Or Morgan Le Fay to give us a Rongominiat, maybe? that does make sense because she's been alive for so long. How is she a servant? It does not make sense, yeah. Would he even summon anything in this Lost Belt, for fuck's sake? Was she really 10 meters tall? No, no. Huh. Lol. The Queen? I could take her any day of the week. Give me 1,000 years and I'd probably be way stronger than her. Oh my god, Muramasa. Could you at least make it 100 years? Aha, so she does have a competitive streak. Oh, hello. Fancy running into all of you here. Oh, hey, Overrun. I was out taking our new carriage for a test drive, and I just happened to find myself in Camelot. Seems like fate to me. Go on, get in. Don't be shy. You were totally aiming for this one, Yep, I figured you'd be finishing up right around now. I take it your hours with the Queen's all done now. I'd love to hear all about it, but first, we should probably get going before our president here gives the Queen's armies any ideas. Hello everyone, glad to see you haven't been tempted by any other carriages. Hey, Red Rabbit. To our new and improved carriage. It's now got 6 passenger seats and 2 sleeping berths. With this bad boy, I can promise you all a more comfortable journey around Britain than ever before. Still, though, how the fuck how did Rare Hair appear in this Lost Belt? Don't call me Red Stretch Bit for nothing. That's great to hear about the carriage, but why are you glammed up too? As I told the bears in Norway, I was one of the child prophets, and they were delighted to absolutely pamper me. The Earthcoin fairies whipped this armor up for me during the celebration. Snort. See, well, that's nice. You're ready to pay for it yourself. Ha! Jeez, Artori is just like, God, no chill. No, like, not even sugarcoats it. It's just like, I just hope you're ready to pay for it, boy, because none of us are. Yay. Well, yeah, this goddamn one is just, it's literally just, wait, what was that? Oh, yes, please, give me the Ion Million QP. I need that shit. Please, Morgan Le Fay needs her skill 10s. Well, she certainly didn't miss words, did she? Morgan is eager for this fight. I hope there might be some way to broker peace if Chaldea and the Child of Prophecy might have worked together, but she always never had any intention of giving up her throne to the Child of Prophecy, the true king. That's not all. Morgan didn't even plan on saving Britain. Instead, she was going to expand her territory and destroy the outside world, right? I was already pretty sure that was her plan, but I didn't know how she planned on pulling it off. But after hearing about your meeting, I think I've got it. She is going to use the Great Calamity herself. How so? Remember the Water Mirror spell she used at Norwick? That's what she's always used to get rid of calamities before. Isn't that right, Avatrot? Yep, she doesn't usually break it out at that massive a scale, but that teleportation spell is one of her go-tos. So even if Dark and Mash hadn't gone to such extraordinary lengths, she would still made the calamity disappear. Or rather, she would have made it her own. I think Morgan's been trying to acquire the calamities for herself. And if she is, that must mean she's able to harness their magical energy and use it as her own. That's the magical energy she's going to use to override Dark's world, proper human history, and make it her territory. She's going to take the curse meant to destroy the world of fairies and use it to destroy the world of humans. Oh, well, that makes sense. That's her plan. She's not out to stop the Great Calamity. She wants it to happen. So instead of getting rid of the Great Calamity, she's going to use it as a weapon. Even though she has more than enough power to banish it, like she did in Norwich. But that would mean only the fairies inside Camelot will survive. Yep. Now I mention it, those upper class fairies in Camelot all look down on the other cities. I even heard them say stuff like, the only fairies worth anything are those from Camelot with a straight face. They've completely bought the whole privileged class nonsense the Queen fed them. I'm sure they just think of the Child of Prophet as an irritant. I know the Queen said she wouldn't consider us her enemy until we ring one of the bells of pilgrimage, but he's also married to Beryl, right? It's a good thing Oberon showed up with the carriage when he did, because there's no telling when he might send troops after us. He said it. First thing first, we should put some distance between us and Camelot. We can figure out our next course of action after that. Nothing else, we know exactly what we have to do now. We're going to save Britain, our world, and MASH. We're going to have to defeat Morgan. Gotta kick Morgan Le Fay, Mummy Le Fay's ass. Several hours after the meeting, at the emptied throne room. Still no sign of movement from the pit. That is concerning. That aside, a grand calamity comes every 1,000 years. Sheer idiocy of these fairies never ceases to amaze. At least it is useful. I'll use whatever I must to erase proper human history forever. Oh, hello. It's been a while. Now, there's a character we have not seen in... like, a long chunk of time, I'd say, probably, at this point in time. You again. You know that merely observing will resolve nothing. But truly the foreign god's priestess, you should at least try to kill me. Well, of course, this initiative attempt by the disciple of foreign god did not go so well. This is for him. What is going on right now? What the hell? Oh, probably this. Oh, it's my computer. It's not even my audio. It's outside my computer. If you'll do nothing but stand there and watch, do not show yourself. I started looking at you. Something you wish to say, then do it. Or say your or shush. Say it now or shut up. Oh, hello. Have you cared for it? Down below, it is majestic but unnecessary. I don't have time to wait. I'm neither omnipotent nor a talented mage like yourself. Just an ordinary man capable of nothing but ordinary work. Truthfully, I should be avoiding places like this where I have no business in the first place. Your actions defy comprehension. You are clearly from Chaldea. You are on a side of proper human history. While the foreign god means to wipe the slate of human history clean, good enough destroying it before she gets a chance. Don't know why you are here to stop me. No, if you can really destroy it, go ahead. But true, if left to your own devices, I'm sure you will indeed destroy this planet and erase humanity. And that is preferable to the foreign god achieving your goal. Your goal is to wipe out proper human history so you can expand the land of the Fae and rule it as queen. I can't approve of your goal, or your approach to pursuing it, but I do respect what you've accomplished. So I will need to try to interfere with your plans, nor land Chaldea my end. If you should succeed in rendering this planet a lifeless husk, I have no objection. You're not here to interfere, then why have you come? Claimed you had no time to waste. What? I came to see what you've created here. It does at least that much. Saw the tree of emptiness for it really was, and instead of fearing it, you used it yourself. You grasped Chaldea's summoning system instantly and made it your own. Those are truly exceptional accomplishments. There are few who haven't even approached your level of godlike genius. Now do you understand, I creep morning? I came here to praise you. I cannot imagine there is anyone else willing or able to give you the accolades you deserve. Your estimation of my craft skill means nothing to me. Depending, it sounds snide. Now if that is all you have to say, then this world is soon to be mine. There will be no place in it for either the foreign god or a beast. I know, this was the last chance to intervene anyways. Could it actually be Goetia then? Why would she mention a beast in this case? Like, I guess, okay, you could technically say like the foreign god is a beast, but at the same time, like, we know it's beast 7. Like, but why would she mention it here in addition to foreign god? Does this mean the Chaldean is actually a beast? Which would mean, is this Goetia? Goetia. Goetia. Even if I did try to get in your way now, it wouldn't change anything. If my aim were to stop what is happening here, I have come 2,000 years too late. Your history is perfect. Your script is complete. While you did make a mistake with Tristan, your victory is still close at hand. As one who stood in this very position, I wanted to applaud you and the path you have taken. In my estimation, neither the Child of Prophecy nor the Master of Calais have any hope of defeating. Though, of course, where a third player was yet to show it himself to intervene, that could change things considerably. A third player? That's gonna be interesting. So she'll die not because of us alone, but because of a third party we don't know yet about, possibly. 100 million QP! Fuck yeah! Now, before I do that, two things. First off, I'm doing this first because, as I said before, Mummy Little Faith leads their skill levels. There we go. Nice.
そろそろクエストに戻る
Getting my super sub real quick. Oh, it's slow right now. Oh boy, what do I give her? What do I give her? What do I give her? Optimally, I know what I should give her, but... Wait, who has the black rail right now? You have black rail. Okay, I think I'm doing this. I think I'm giving her that for now. You, on the other hand... I'll just give her Sweet Crystal. Yeah, I'll just give her Sweet Crystal. That's fine. Ignore invincibility. F off, basically. Good. There we go. Mummy LaFay's in the support list now. Oh boy. Okay, I'll be right back, chat. I need to go to the bathroom, otherwise... Oh boy. Where is the button? I'll be right back. Much better now. Sorry about that shit. That was very much needed mini break. Bathroom break that was required. Very much so. So yeah. Anyways, where was I? 1 second, I need to check something real quick. And okay, let's keep going, I guess. Londinium. Avenger! Oh! Now there's a rarity. Guess I get to scrape that out of the barrel. Oh, a lot of Castorius. Okay. Let's see if I can find Root Duty here. He should be here somewhere, right? Or not! Maybe not. I take it back. He's not. I take it immediately back. Fair enough. I've been abusing for them. Well, I'm gonna get to use something I haven't used in a while, so that's quite interesting. Actually, I've been using to use BBs. Wait, why did I? No, I'm an idiot. Oh well. You wonder why Salome is here? I was 1 leveling 5. I don't need that anymore, obviously, so that's gonna switch. The game stopped playing, so I don't know. Today it's been like it's getting honestly it's getting it's not usual like this. Yeah, like the quality of everything but like shouldn't be is today. Where is Arash? There he is. If I'm not wrong, Arash has we somehow get a good seat. I think we might be able to. Bonsies, because we are getting as much fun as possible. You as well. The only issue is Merlin. My Merlin is like on 5, I think. So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of him. Well, either way, any extra bit is worth. Medium. Boy, let's see that. So now that we put some distance between them, Camelot to avoid any possible trouble. We just didn't know about the Queen's orders not to harm us. We went along the northern border. Come across a chocolate field that's really a sight to behold. Oh, the chocolate growing straight out of the ground. Candy! No, wait, how the hell does this work? I have to take a closer look. Oh boy. What are you two doing? That field doesn't belong to you. You should be ashamed of yourselves, trampling someone else's field with your dirty shoes. If you're gonna go around tasting this, you need to do so from one of the edges. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, you can't join them. Cannonball! Can't beat them, join them. Now don't you start too, you idiot! It's so good, yep. I'm glad to see you're all enjoying yourselves. Can't be so relaxed about this one. We still need no, don't watch. Please settle down, you can't eat that chocolate. Oh. Huh. Oh. Oh. He's eating chocolate. He's also eating the chocolate. I knew it. They're all, besides Gareth, are eating the chocolate. Every single one of them. Ah. Well, maybe not Oberon, but still. The ones that fight are all eating chocolate. Even though Oberon should technically also be able to fight. But eventually. Loading, loading, loading.
ついてこいよ。
Oh, what the hell?
行くぜ。ああ。そうか。
やります。
せー
Yeah, Chad, I'm gonna do this battle and then I'm gonna go have lunch, so I will be ending the stream after this. I probably will restart the stream like around 3 PM my time, so it's like, which would be like 2 hours from now, so after this. Just count that about that much and it should be fine.
残酷に写真的に私の触手は残忍ですよ。
最高のカードを君に。
I'm gonna do this just in case, because I don't have a proper.
惨めですね。
Here we go.
残酷に落としてあげる。これが欲望の果て。肥大したエゴの圧力。カーストカッティングクレーター。思い知りました？
No. Now the last wave. Fatal battle. That's a big Mars. Oh, come on. That's like just oh well.
白兵戦行きます高いですからやどうね。
リラックスリラックス。ではクー。
I am not getting good luck on the card RNG today. God damn it.
残酷に落としてあげ
The
る。
plan was to use our third skill to lock it first
肥
card.
大したエゴの圧力。
Not once.
カーストカッティングクレーター。思い知りました？
無駄だ。
Sure, go ahead. Use disastrous curse. Fair enough. Okay, now I just get full on, full chains.
標本にして惨めで笑わせないでくれます？こっちこっち。こっちこっち。
Also, you might not know, but this is one of the more unfortunate characters in
満
terms
足のい
of
く結果だったかい？
Korean Sky
それ
system.
は上々。
For some reason, they decided to give her 50% battery, a 7-turn cooldown at max. So not gonna work very well. Anyways, chat. Let's just. I'm gonna skip this a bit. Oh shit. Oh my god, what the hell? Good job. We're gonna have to end it here. I'm sorry, but it has to. Yo. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys later probably. Bye bye.